Hey everyone, it's Matt Donahue with your weekly market update. It is Monday. What is today's date? The 17th. It's President's Day. I'm here in the office. I'm wearing my Team Stoic shirt today because I'm going to teach a class on Stoic philosophy and investing to a continuing education group today. So that should be exciting. But we're going to jump into it. We have 5 minutes. Let's get into our weekly market update. So let's start with the week in review. So what did we see last week? Well, CPI rose almost 0.5% month over month. It pushed year over year inflation to 3%. This suggests that inflationary pressures are still present, but they're not extreme, right? So they're still out there. It's just not as aggressive as it used to be. Retail sales fell about 0.9% month over month. That showed some softness from consumer spending after the holiday season. There were a lot of weather related incidents. There were hurricanes, there were fires, there was cold weather. So there was a lot going on. Producer price index increased by 0.4% month over month. That adds up to a 3.5% year over year rise, indicating that input costs for businesses are still high. We have two big events coming up this week. One is the Fed is going to meet, they're going to release their market minutes, and then also PMIs are going to get released as well, offering a snapshot of the health of the manufacturing and services sectors. Thought of the week. Let's shift some gears. Let's talk about one specific sector. Let's talk commercial real estate. Now, since the pandemic began, the office sector has really been hit. It's high vacancy rates, declining operational income, but some new data suggests that maybe there's a turning point. There's a statistic called office net absorption, which is essentially the difference between occupied and vacated space. Now, that actually turned positive in Q4 of 24, reaching 3.5 million square feet. And that means it was positive for the first time in over 3 years. In addition to that, 79% of CEOs expect a full-time office work week to return within 3 years, compared to just a third of whom expected that back in April of last year. Sublet space has also fallen for 3 consecutive quarters, while the availability rate has also declined for 2 quarters. So while premium office properties in prime locations are recovering faster than those in subprime locations, this is a space investors should watch closely for opportunities. Market performance. Hey, the market had a great week last week as of Valentine's Day, Friday. By the way, I hope you all had a great Valentine's Day. The S&P 500 sits at 6,115. That's up 1.52% for the week and over 4% already year to date. The tech sector has led the charge, gaining 3.8% this week, and healthcare saw a slight dip of 1.1%. Shifting gears to philosophy, Epictetus, he's one of the guys in my shirt. Said it is quite impossible to unite happiness with a yearning for what we don't have. Happiness has all that it wants. Okay, we all know this. I'm going to be happy when I make more money. I'm going to be happy when I graduate. I'm going to be happy when I lose some weight. I'm going to be happy if I date that person, whatever it might be. But that's conditional happiness, and that's the terms that psychologists call it. And basically what you're doing is you're creating a moving target for yourself. Well, I'm going to be happy if. Well, then you do it. No, I'm going to be happy if. Then you do it. And the result is you're never actually happy, right? So think about that for a minute. Try to apply that to your life. What do you have that you should be thankful for? Right? What is a meaningful goal to you? Not just a goal that's, oh, it's more money. Oh, it's another person. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. What is that important goal to you? 10 key tips for choosing the right tax professional. I'll rattle them off real quick. Go to our weekly blog post at Mission Financial Planners to learn more. Check their qualifications, verify their history, ask about fees. Do they e-file? Are they around all year? Do they give you full records? Never sign a blank return if they ask you to do that. Review your return before signing. Ensure they sign with a P10, and then report fraud if necessary. We're still focused on our financial fitness checkup. Thank you all who attended our webinar last week. We're really going to focus just on a couple key areas with it this week. One is healthcare. Are you prepared for medical expenses, especially as you get older? Have you prepared for long-term care? One of the biggest misnomers we see is people think that their Medicare is going to cover their long-term care. Folks, it doesn't. Okay. Are you also equipped to keep up with inflation in retirement? You can't just put all your money into CDs and hope everything's going to be fine the day you hit retirement. But I said we have 5 minutes. Well, we knocked it out in 4 minutes and about 45 seconds. Thank you. Have a great week. For those of you who are off, you'll see this tomorrow, but enjoy your extra day if you have it. We'll see you next week, everyone. Thanks again.